Previously on Limetown.
Leah, it's a survivor, and she wants to speak to you.
Winona told me where the next survivor is. She said they all died because of him in Rake, Wyoming.
That's something you need to see. Get dressed. They died because of him.
Warren Chambers, you took care of the pigs at Limetown.
Have a seat.
I couldn't help but notice the makeup of your congregation.
I attract a specific crowd. They're close, they can see it. I guess you could say I'm a salesman of a sort.
Salesman? Well, that seems cynical.
Well, let's just say I speak outside the purview of the organized religions. I'm pitching a different sort of gospel anyway.
What sort is that?
The gospel of death.
Why didn't you tell me who you were before now?
It was a test. You passed.
No more tests, okay? So, before you came to Limetown, you were a large animal veterinarian in Pennsylvania, correct?
That's correct.
So you were a medical professional.
I know how to inject people with needles, if that's what you're getting at.
And you came to Limetown alone?
Yes. I was alone. My wife had passed a little before that, and I really didn't care what the hell I was doing as long as it was something else.
Never in a million years could there be another you. I would shed a million tears if we were ever through.
Dr. Chambers?
Yes.
Hi, I knocked, but I don't... I just, sorry. I just wanted to stop by and tell you how sorry I am for your loss. I apologize, that was rude. I haven't introduced myself. I'm Emil Haddock. I'm Oscar Totem's executive assistant, and I just wanted to stop by and see if you needed anything.
How'd you know?
We do our homework, you know.
Does everyone know?
Oh, no, sir, no. We don't operate like that, no.
Well, I'm all right for now. Thank you for stopping by.
Sure. Well, if you need anything, don't hesitate.
I'm just here for the pigs, Mr. Haddock.
Okay. Well, welcome to a fresh start. I'm around.
Hello, everyone. My name is Warren. Welcome to Limetown. Come on. Welcome. Come on. Good guy. Good guy. How you doing? Yeah. Hey, girl. Yeah.
doing in here? Not afraid, I see. Good. I think you're gonna be running this place soon enough. Yeah, they better stay out of your way. It's decided then. I'm gonna call you Napoleon. Come on. Yeah. So you're gonna be running this place soon, yeah.
Let's see. There's Piglet, but he's a little scaredy cat. There's Wilbur from Charlotte's Web. Now, that's a good one to look up to. And then there's Miss Piggy, who Stella always liked. You're named after a pig who becomes a dictator, but that's just ironic, okay? My wife would kill me if she knew you were in here. She was all bark, though. You would have liked her.
I know it's strange, but people were never who I felt most comfortable around. And Napoleon wasn't just a pig, you know? Grief creeps into your life and twists it just enough. You're constantly at war with yourself, never sure if what you're feeling or doing is right. And when you find peace, you don't question it. After Estelle died, that pig was the first thing that made me feel human.
Hey, Evan, how you doing today? Doing all right? All right, yeah. Meet your new friends. Well, that's Billy over there. Yeah. And there's Sarah. Yeah. See, I think you're gonna like it here. Hey, can I help you, fellas? Which one's the oldest?
What's this all about?
Bacon. All right. Well, this one here is... Henry, stay away from that. You have enough food today. Yeah. Hey, fellas. Can we just take a day off today, huh? Just take it easy.
Why did Limetown need pigs?
When you're rolling out a new piece of biomedical engineering, where do you start?
Wait, biomedical?
You start your experiments on animals. And then, if and when it works, you move to human animals. What are some of the characteristics of pigs that come to mind?
They're smart. They're sensitive. They're...
Delicious. They're slaughter animals. No one bats an eye if you kill them. On top of that, they carry a great anatomical similarity with our own species.
I apologize for the hour, Dr. Chambers. May I come in? I know you've been wondering about the fate of all the pigs. I must tell you their individual lives have been lost, and that is sad. But their sacrifice was for something much larger. I know you find me to be something of a huckster, so I'll speak to specifics as to the nature of this place in which we both live and work. We're here to build a product, Dr. Chambers. And this product, if successful, will change the world and the way we communicate because it will allow for mind-to-mind communication between users.
Okay, wait. Mind-to-mind communication? I mean, that's not possible, right?
That's not even the strangest bit. He said it was early. But they had...
The prototype And we now have a method to successfully plant it into the brains of pigs. This, combined with the proper dosage of a supplement that we have manufactured, will allow us to hear their thoughts.
I don't understand what you're saying. What thoughts? In what language?
Music. Specifically, a series of synthesized tones that will interpret the raw emotional data of the animal that will then be relayed to you. Yeah, I know it's a lot, Dr. Chambers. But you're an intelligent man. You knew something was going on here that you couldn't quite define. Speech without speech. That is our aim, and we are close. We just need someone to be able to listen. Someone who the animal is comfortable with. Who the animal already has a relationship with. And we want that someone to be you.
Dr. Chambers, the surgery was a success.
Where's Napoleon?
Oh, he'll be here soon. He's perfectly fine.
Good.
Do you hear that tone, Dr. Chambers? That's the sound of your emotional state. It's rudimentary, but it's our best way of understanding the animal and you, as it were. Oh, here he is.
I don't understand.
Just talk about what's happening.
I can feel. I can feel this happiness. I can feel it like it's mine.
You can feel what he feels?
Now he's hungry. And so am I. Many things about our time in that town you will come to learn will feel aligned with darkness. But what I don't want to get lost is the magic. The power of that piece of hardware built there. It was as pure a thing as I had ever experienced in my life. It pulled me back from the ledge.
Are you ready to begin? Let's try happy. That's wonderful, we have parody. Well, let's try something a little more nuanced. Well, what if you imagine something about which you feel guilty? Okay, thank you. That's enough. Let's try angry.
Too happy, the damn thing.
Try harder, Dr. Chambers. We need it for our baseline. It's the angriest you've ever been.
Your sister stopped by today. I told her you'd be all right.
Push harder.
I can't.
You're almost there. Let's work more tomorrow.
Whatever I felt and brought into that room was like trying to stand against the ocean. we shared a mind.
So there were no secrets? No silence?
No. But there was no going back from that.
Good morning.
Dr. Chambers, this is R.B. Villard. He's the patron responsible for all of this, and the man who heard the future long before any of us. He'll be observing today.
How you do?
There was a gas leak on the floor above us, but it wasn't what they thought. Thank God.
A false alarm.
Yes. We will increase your intake of the supplement to mitigate any issues.
Where's Napoleon?
He's safe. He's recovering in a holding cell downstairs.
Can I see him?
We think that might not be a good idea.
We?
It might be best for now for us to put a hold on any further experiments.
Well, for how long?
Let's just see how it goes.
Napoleon never was the same after that. And as time went on, it got worse. The fear was eroding everything. It got to the point where he couldn't sleep, which meant that I didn't sleep.
I need to see him. I still feel him. All the time.
You're still taking the supplement?
Yes. He's broken. He needs me. And I need him.
Go home, Dr. Chambers. Thank you for your help. Try to get some rest.
The fear was always there. And I couldn't make it stop. We couldn't make it stop. I was losing my grip on sanity. And that's when I decided to do the hard thing. The painful separation between this life and the next. Freedom from this form. He knew I was coming, but he was calm. He welcomed it. Hey, Napoleon. Don't be afraid. You're the best thing that could have happened to me. I'm so sorry. I had doubts, but he was sure. He stared me right in the eyes and bowed his head as if to say, it's okay. I killed him with the first blow. I got a glimpse of death. Void. Nothing forever and ever. But it was gone in an instant. And then it got quiet. The most quiet it had been in days. But then it happened. I heard him again.
Hello, Warren. How are you feeling?
I'm okay.
Quite a blow you took.
Yeah. Pretty stupid.
Now. We're just gonna make you better. Nothing permanent.
Where's Oscar? Is he around?
Dr. Totem is not available at the moment. Now, we have deactivated your implant, so you won't be able to use that going forward, okay?
Tell Oscar, Dr. Totem, that I'm sorry. I'm sorry I failed him.
But you didn't fail him.
After all I went through, all I did.
The tech worked, Warren. It worked perfectly. We're advancing to human trials thanks to you. Here, take this. Press it if you need anything.
I was allowed to stay in town after that, but I just worked at the movie theater. I knew how to thread a projector. And that's that.
What is it that you think you heard after Napoleon was killed?
My calling. My road to Damascus. It took me years to process it, but I found my way.
Right. Do you think it's possible that it was all just a psychosomatic response to an extreme situation?
Sure.
Okay, I just want to be clear about something because it's a really important point. So you said R.B. Villard, who is financially responsible for Limetown, he was there in Limetown during its operation.
Yes, ma'am.
That is an incredible piece of information, Dr. Chambers.
Why is that?
Because his story has always been that he was never there.
Well, I bet a lot of people who were there wish that was their story.
What happened to the tech?
Human trials.
Right, but did that work?
Seems like it.
You know anything else about that?
No. Just that it led to that awful night. And I knew exactly why.
What do you mean?
Have you been listening?
I spoke to someone who mentioned a man with a unique natural ability The man that they were all there for?
I won't speak to that.
Warren, what happened to everybody? Where did they go?
I won't speak to that either.
Why not?
I'm afraid.
Of what?
Leah, hear me. To love anything worldly makes you weak. And I do. I love people who are alive and happy. Nothing gives me greater joy than those two qualities. Because the greatest shame in my life is that I'm not strong enough to fear only my God.
Who are you afraid of?
Leah.
If you let them hide, if you do not expose them...
I'm sorry. I really am.
Name your fear.
You're not there yet.
Identified in the dark and divided.
You're not there yet.
Strip it of all this mythology, all this baggage, all of its noise, and see it for what it really is, a doorway.
Why won't you help me?
Then the Reverend stood up, grabbed either side of my face, and kissed my forehead. He wiped the tears from my cheek that I didn't realize were mine. He didn't speak another word, but he didn't need to. He held my hand and walked me back to my rental car, making sure I found my way in the dark. I watched the night absorb his silhouette as I drove away. I pulled into a small gas station a few miles down the road, and I cried. I can't explain why. Three days later, Reverend Warren Chambers was struck and killed by a drunk driver while walking home from the drugstore in town.
He wasn't afraid of the end. Amen? He welcomed it with open arms, just as we all should.
He was 78 years old.
And helping all of you cross over when it's your time to go.
And in my opinion, murdered in cold blood after he spoke his truth.
Leah,
What?
stick to the script. Pick up on you at 78 years old. We're still rolling.
He was 78 years old. And there was no foul play suspected, as the driver was also killed in the accident. It is irresponsible for me to speak any further on the nature of this event, but I do find the timing troubling and consistent with the looming threat that's hanging over this story.
Leah.
Which part of that isn't true? Warren Chambers was warm and kind, and he helped us to learn more.
Were you ever in Limetown while it was operating as a research campus?
Wait for it.
I was not.
Villard has not spoken to anyone in over a decade. As of 20 minutes ago, I have an address and a time to meet. And he is either directly responsible or knows who is responsible for what happened in the past and whatever is happening right now. Hello?
There's something I gotta tell you. Reception said she was waiting here all morning. She's in the conference room.
Who is that, Mark? Mom?